it is estimated that about 300,000 children in this metroplex is going to sleep on the floor every night
Yeah.
in this city. Who thinks about that?
Yeah.
If the 10% of the recyclable mattresses could be just repurposed,
Yeah.
we can take care of this problem.
Welcome to the Riverside Project podcast. We are mobilizing Houston to empower families and transform generations. We hope these conversations will give you a greater understanding of the issues facing our community and inspire you to find your place along the river.
Hey, everybody, this is Chandler with the Riverside Project. Welcome back to the Riverside Project podcast. Today on the podcast, we have Oli Mohammad, who is probably one of the awesomest people that you'll ever meet here in Houston. Oli is the executive director and founding force behind the Houston Furniture Bank, which is a nonprofit working to ensure that no child sleeps on the floor in our city. Originally from Bangladesh, Oli moved to the U.S. in 1987 after earning both his bachelor's and master's degree in political science. His early work spanned international development with the UN and World Bank before shifting into social impact work here in Houston. What began as a furniture distribution program officially became Houston Furniture Bank in 2003. Oli is a passionate community builder, brings decades of leadership, a heart for service, and an enduring belief that dignity begins at home. Oli is a great, great friend of the Riverside Project, and we're so happy to have him on the podcast today. Oli, thanks for joining us on the podcast.
Thank you, Chandler. Thanks. Good to be here.
Yeah. So Oli, tell me, we kind of start the podcast like this all the time, but tell me a little bit about yourself, kind of your background, your family, things like that. Just a little general intro.
Well, I'm from Bangladesh originally. My whole family is there. I went to school, junior high school, college, university, everything in Bangladesh. So, and then I moved on. I went and worked with the United Nations Environment Program in Nairobi, Kenya, where I also had the good fortune to get involved with a project called Matumaini Children's Home, where we built a orphanage for children in a 40-acre land that was donated by the government. And when I left there were 36 kids that was living there.
Wow.
So then I came to the United States and kind of came across this work with the Mental Retardation Authority of Harris County in 1991. And my responsibility at that time was to find apartment housing, in fact, for about 140 families that was moving out of the mental health facilities around the state. So when going into finding apartments for these folks, I saw that people are moving in empty apartments with nothing to sleep on, nothing to sit down on, nothing. So that became a question. And from there, I started looking into it. And then the best example was the food bank. So I visited there and kind of copied their structure to start an advisory board, and then the Furniture Bank got started in 1992. In fact, one of the story that really inspired me, kind of pushed me over the edge, was when I went to visit Star of Hope. And this young mother that was telling me the story of how she keeps her before she moved in here, how she had to keep her child, in fact, into in a box to keep them from the rodents. That was like, in America, come on. So that's where it started. And so what started for 140 families, now we have served about over 43,000 families in this city.
Yeah.
And it's really scratching the surface.
Right. Yeah. No, that's great.
So that's in a nutshell the story, my background with the furniture bank.
Yeah. No, I absolutely love that. And I've heard your story, I feel like, countless times now, because obviously we've had opportunities over the last couple of years to connect with you all.
Yes.
But for those who maybe even like don't know what the furniture bank does, I know we were just talking a little bit before jumping on the podcast, but I've heard you say a couple of times that the furniture bank is the best kept secret in Houston. And so, for those who don't know anything about the furniture bank, talk about what do you guys do? Obviously, you're a furniture bank kind of warehouse. You hold furniture, but talk about some of the work that you're doing in there. Because I think when people picture it in their minds, like I wish everybody could do like a virtual tour right now. Yeah. Because when you see it, it is really, really, really incredible, the work that you guys are doing there in the city. So talk a little bit about the furniture bank.
Yeah, so if to start talking about that, the first thing that comes to my mind is how great this community is. This work of the furniture bank is really involves the community wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Because what the mission is really dependent on the community's participation in this.
Yeah.
We collect usable furniture, donated home furnishings, really donated to the furniture bank by the community, individuals and businesses, retailers and wholesalers, manufacturers, donating their items that they cannot use anymore. If it's in a usable condition, donate that to the furniture bank. We, in one side of our main mission is to give, then redistribute that to families that are in need. But to keep our program going, to make it sustainable, since 2008, we started a furniture resale program where as a social business, these 2 stores now resells furniture to the community in a very affordable pricing.
Right.
And the 100% of that comes back to operations of the furniture bank so that we can give away furniture to the families.
Yeah.
So the kind of items that furniture bank needs on a daily basis are mattresses that can be reused. I will also talk about a recycling program, but mattresses, there are lots of people that buy their mattresses for the guest room, maybe in 5 years, 5 times slept on, and now they need to change it for whatever reason.
Yeah.
So rather than throwing that away, donate it to the furniture bank.
Yeah.
We can take it through a process and then give it away to another family that's in need.
Yeah.
And then if you're a business, you can donate all your items that is being stored, wasting your space, valuable space. You can donate that to the furniture bank. Get a tax benefit because of your value of your donation is tax deductible within the limits of the law.
Yeah.
So that gives you another advantage on that, and that goes directly to give to families in need.
Yeah.
So that's basically in our furniture side. What we do in the process, what we have done through the years is also we got into mattress manufacturing business.
Talk about that, because I do think the mattress refurbishing is, for a lack of better words, brilliant. But also it's so simple. And so talk about that.
So what happened is really mattress recycling is one business, and then mattress manufacturing is another one. So first I will talk about mattress recycling.
Yeah.
Mattress recycling in the furniture bank grew out of necessity. The donated mattresses, we did not have space or the money to get rid of those mattresses that we could not give away.
Yeah.
So we were spending a lot of money in the dumpsters, in throwing those mattresses away.
Yeah.
Then we were, as a part of the National Furniture Bank Association, we were selected as one of the mattress recycling pilot project initiative taken on by the St. Vincent de Paul Society in Eugene, Oregon.
Okay.
They got a grant from the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation to give to look into possibilities of mattress recycling in 3 cities of the United States.
Yeah.
And they selected Houston as one of those cities. So that's where the initiative started. And in 2012, starting in 2010, and then in 2012, we started our mattress recycling program.
Yeah.
So in mattress recycling, the background of that is in this city, every year, 750,000, a minimum of 750,000 pieces goes to the landfill. Each mattress takes 23 cubic feet of space in the landfill, producing methane gas for hundreds of years.
Yeah.
Houston Furniture Bank started this program, and gradually in last 12 years, we have made it better and better. We have recycled and repurposed about 250,000 mattresses in these years. If you think about it, it sounds like a lot, but that's not even half of what happens in this city every year.
Yeah.
Not even half of that. 1/3 of what in 12 years we recycled 1/3 of what this city produces every year.
Yeah.
So that's the exciting part of it.
Right.
That's the challenging side of it. But the possibilities of that currently it is estimated that about 300,000 children in this metroplex is going to sleep on the floor every night.
Yeah.
In this city. Who thinks about that?
Yeah.
If the 10% of the recyclable mattresses could be just repurposed, we can take care of this problem.
Yeah.
Furniture Bank started manufacturing mattresses out of the challenge that we had during the floods of Harvey. So we got some funding during the Harvey relief from the Greater Houston Community Foundation.
Yeah.
So with that money, what we did, we saw that there is a tremendous need. We understood that, but we saw that the need for mattresses is universal.
Yeah.
After a disaster. So we got an opportunity to get a plant that was shutting down, to purchase that. We did that, and the crew came with that, and we started manufacturing mattresses and also manufacturing brand new mattresses and using the parts, the springs, the foam that is reusable in making another mattress. So we are refurbishing that again.
Yeah.
So we started these 2 things.
Yeah.
We are still challenged. That program is not profitable yet because what we make, we are giving away more of it.
Right.
If we can start selling those mattresses in a proper price, which would still be much lower than your retail price, then Furniture Bank can also become a profitable initiative, not only a needed initiative where we are pouring money in.
Right. It's working on both ends of it. Yeah.
So that way, this Furniture Bank, this mattress recycling, refurbishing, and manufacturing together can make a huge impact in terms of the children that are having to sleep on the floor.
Yeah.
The families that really, if you think about a child, you cannot think about a child independent of the family. If you give a child a mattress, if the family doesn't have a bed, you need to be able to provide the bed to the family as well.
Right. Hearing you talk, I I'm always encouraged because you do such a good job at highlighting the challenges and the problems that our city faces, but you do it in such a way that you're also super hopeful of what we could do. And I love that because like even when we talk about foster care, right, which is where, you know, the Furniture Bank and the Riverside Project, we tend to overlap and collaborate pretty often, right? We have needs that come in for kids, families, and it's, I need mattresses, I need a bed, I need you know, a dining room table. And I think I told you this when I went on the first tour at the Furniture Bank, that what you guys are doing is so special because you're providing dignity and worth to families that essentially at times have absolutely nothing. And so I wonder if you can talk a little bit to because you are so like realistic about the challenges that our city faces, right? So enthusiastic about, you know, we're one of the biggest cities in the country, yet we have such a huge challenge and a huge problem. But you're also so hopeful about what could be done.
Yes.
And so what makes you hopeful?
Well, you know, I look at you, I'm hopeful.
Yeah.
I look at this young man that's doing behind the cameras here. I'm hopeful.
Yeah.
So if you talk to any young people, this is my personal experience. I'm hopeful talking to the young folks. The dedication that they show gives me hope for the future.
Yeah.
Not nothing against the older people.
Yeah.
But a lot of times you find a different kind of vibe from them.
Yeah.
Rather than if you look to the future, then there is hope there. And the resources, the reality of the situation is, if you really look into this, there are countries in this world who made, I mean, they have gone out of traditional electricity. They use trash to create electricity to electrify their cities, put power to their cities. We don't do none of those in this country, being so technologically in every other way so advanced.
Yeah.
But at the same time, unfortunately, so wasteful.
Yeah.
If you look at the waste, the amount in every aspect of the thing, the amount of thing that's thrown away in the United States of America, if somebody just stopped for a second, would think about it differently.
Yeah.
So what makes me hopeful is when I see younger people particularly being focused on those issues.
Right.
Unfortunately, we still are working on getting Furniture Bank into a younger track.
Yeah.
And it will get there.
Yeah.
It will get there because unfortunately, this need for people to have, this is like an anti-poverty movement.
Yeah.
One small strain of the anti-poverty movement in the United States. So if you can reuse, recycle, repurpose items that people don't have to spend their little resources on, they can use those few dollars to buy something else that they need.
Yeah. That's so good. So, I mean, obviously you've seen the river video and heard this idea, right?
Yes.
Of some of that, you know, upstream, midstream, and downstream work
Yes.
that we constantly talk about. And we talk pretty often about when we talk about foster care. And this is why having someone like you and your organization on the podcast is super beneficial, because when we talk about foster care, we're not talking about it being an isolated issue in our city, right? It's connected and really interconnected with all of these other social issues that we see. And one of them that you just mentioned is like that poverty cycle. Talk to me about, like, I mean, you guys get a front row seat at really seeing that, number one, but number two, at really changing that, I think, in a lot of ways. So talk to me about when you think about poverty here in Houston, like how do we start to address that? Because on the foster care side, we see it as like, man, if we can help people in their poverty, if we can meet them there, then if we can get them the furniture, if we can get them the items, then maybe we can prevent some kids from landing in the water in the first place or landing in foster care, right? Or there's families being in that cycle. So I don't know if you have thoughts to that, but.
Well, you know, this is such a very interesting idea. When I'm listening to you, it's like it's this Riverside Project, for example. When you think about poverty and anti-poverty, right?
Yeah.
So poverty, we always look at poverty as material poverty, right?
Sure.
Fiscal poverty. So financially and materially somebody is poor. But we have to remember, spiritually, that person could be very rich.
Mm.
So what is the damage
Yeah.
that is being done for not providing the basics
Yeah.
to a child?
Yeah.
I don't know whether I could make the connection, the spiritual damage
Yeah.
that you do. If you look at it from that point, I think what Furniture Bank is doing, connecting currently with about 92 different organizations, including Riverside Project, that is working with refugees, working with mothers that have been abandoned or abused and they sheltered, fathers, all kinds of refugees, everybody you talk about, people with mental health. The MHMR, the Harris Center for Mental Health, is one of our major agencies. They bring in about 40, 45 families every month. So Furniture Bank is reaching out to all that. We need more resources.
Yeah.
What we need is when families come there, unfortunately, in terms of mattresses, we are doing much better.
Yeah.
But in terms of other things that we need, so we need sofa, we need dressers. Every family that comes there, I do not, like I was telling you, I do not know. When I walk through the distribution space family assistance program, I feel like, man, what is people going to take? But God's blessing is that everybody goes out with a smile. We could do it much better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
With people knowing what difference it makes. Because you never think about a pillow.
Yeah.
Me being from Bangladesh, so if you think about material poverty, I have watched it up close.
Yeah.
If you talk about spiritual poverty, I have seen some here up close.
Yeah.
There also, but richness in people who are materially poor, but spiritually rich.
Mm-hmm.
There is a thing to really think about, particularly the people like you that are in the intellectual side of these projects.
Yeah.
Needs to really focus on that, because I think if you think about, for example, hate being an intellectual poverty. If nobody identifies it that way, but being hateful to anybody is an intellectual poverty. Nobody is saying that.
Yeah.
Stealing from other people is an intellectual poverty.
Right.
That guy is poor. All those big names, there could be a lot of real poor, spiritually and intellectually poor people in that group who are materially very rich.
Yeah.
I think we need to focus on that also.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. And I think that's what I love.
I don't know. I went into it.
No, that's no. I think it's really helpful, and like just hearing you talk. I mean, it is like, and it's hard to put this in words of like when you go to the Furniture Bank and you see what a dining room table can do for a family. Like it is it is part of the relief or part of the journey to.
Yeah.
I think providing that hope and helping people get out of some of that spiritual poverty that you're talking about.
Because you wouldn't imagine this young lady, otherwise she would be so emotional for a sofa.
Yeah.
A child grabs me out of nowhere.
Yeah.
This is just unbelievable that you don't even think. When did you think about a pillow?
Yeah.
I don't think people ever thinks about a pillow.
Yeah.
But there are people who are putting phone books on now there is no phone book anymore.
Yeah.
But putting something else in under their head.
I think that is the, and this is honestly, Oli, this is why we wanted to bring you on the podcast, because I do think you have a unique lens at what many of our organizations get to see every single day when it is needs that come in. And all of our organizations all across the city have hundreds and thousands of needs that not just come into Riverside Project, but all over the city, right? Our city, like you said, one of the largest cities in the country, is one of, like, we have immense poverty here. And we have people who, like you said, like you and I, like, you know, we're not thinking about, the average person is not thinking about, when I go home, do I have a bed to sleep in? Do I have a dining room table to eat from? Do I have a pillow to sleep on? Do I have the necessary items that provides baseline human dignity?
Basic dignity.
Basic dignity. Do I have those things? And we don't typically have to think about that, but the reality is there's thousands of people in our city that do.
Yeah.
And so I wonder too, if you can speak a little bit, just to the person that may be listening to this, that would say, hey, you know, Riverside Project, great. Nonprofit organizations in our city, great. Houston Furniture Bank, all for it. What can I do?
Well, first, I think the first thing is really the acknowledgement. If anybody is asking this question from this audience or anybody who listens to, the first thing is that first thing is that the power of one.
Yeah.
If you don't recognize that, you are missing that.
Yeah.
What you can do, you really can figure it out. Honestly, if you are serious about anything, what can I do? You can figure it out.
Yeah.
But I can tell you, you can be a volunteer. If you have any technology, not only to the Furniture Bank, any organization that you think serves your intellectual and spiritual and emotional needs, you can give to them your time. Main thing is your time.
Yeah.
Anybody who wants to give, time is the main thing. If you can give some time, and that's the one thing humans have, which we don't ever really appreciate, other than how much we make per hour.
Right.
We really don't appreciate the fact that time is so limited.
Yeah.
And if you can cut some out to give to a charity, to consider first, what can I do? Take some time to consider that, and then there is a lot to do.
Yeah.
All you have to do is about the Furniture Bank, get in touch with me. Get in touch with anybody at the front. We'll tell you what needs to be. We need volunteers. We need money. We need products. We need anything you say. We need it.
Yeah. You mentioned earlier, like 90 plus different organizations that get furniture from you all every year. What has kind of, like, when we talk about like the power of collaboration and working together and working as one in our city, what has that meant? Not just to the Furniture Bank, but to our city? And what do you see in terms of people and organizations working together, things like that?
Very interesting, because I can tell you, I thought about a story. I went to receive a small check given to the Furniture Bank by the Fort Bend County Junior League.
Okay.
So there were, you don't become a Junior League member if you are not a little resourceful.
Yeah.
So I wanted to see a show of hand. I'm just adding that also. Out of little over 100 ladies, 3 hands came up that knew about the Furniture Bank before that night.
Yeah.
After that, after receiving the check, when I'm leaving, a lady comes out from another door, wanted to talk to me because about 20 years ago, her family received some furniture from the Furniture Bank. Now she is a Junior League member.
Yeah.
And she was emotional about that. The impact that it had on them, I had no clue.
Yeah.
So, but you see, that's what collaboration does. There are people that came to this city being refugees from Somalia, from Nepal, from Afghanistan, came to the Furniture Bank.
Yeah.
Because why? Because of Refugee Services Alliance or Catholic Charities or any other refugee program that brought them. Furniture Bank does not find the families that are in need.
Right.
So all these partner agencies that we have, they are the ones who are doing the hard work every day to facing that need and finding that family and connecting that family with the Furniture Bank.
Yeah.
So we are all one here.
Yeah.
I mean, your video, what it talked about is so perfect.
Yeah.
Because if you cannot be one, if while I am trying to do the work of a mission, the competition should be on quality, not on resources.
Right.
If you are the one giving away a piece of furniture or a service, and my agency also doing the same, our competition should be who is the best in providing the services.
Yeah.
How can we do the best?
Right.
So we cannot do it by ourselves.
Yeah.
We have to cooperate.
Yeah, and I like it. It's that we talk often, right, about like this idea that not everybody's called to do the same thing, but everybody can do something, right?
Yeah.
And so it is that idea of like, if we could just work as one,
Yes.
different organizations, different churches, different individuals, businesses, coming together really to serve the greater good of the city, we can create a city that is redeemed in a lot of ways, right?
Yeah. And I think one of the thing taking advantage of the modern technology.
Yeah.
I think that's particularly what the work that you and people like you are doing. If more and more people wanted to bring those few issues, when you talk about poverty, also focus on intellectual poverty.
Yeah.
That might wake some people up.
Yeah.
I think those are the basics. That whatever your faith is, those 10 principles of what you don't do, what you don't want to be done to you.
Right. Yeah.
Very basic.
Yeah.
So, but that reminder is not there.
Yeah.
We are talking about a lot of things, but we're forgetting the basics.
Right.
I think that's why a city as resourceful in terms of people, wonderful people in this city, but so many poor people.
Yeah.
We don't need this.
Yeah.
It's like unnecessary. Whenever I think about it, I feel like it's not needed.
Yeah.
We don't need this.
Yeah. Yeah. What is when you think about not just the future of the furniture bank, though it plays a huge part in this, but when you think of like the future of our city, like forget organizations, they come and go, we come and go, right? All of these types of things. When you picture our city as a whole and you think about the future of a city, what's the future of the city that you imagine?
Oh my God!
That we get to kind of play a part in,
What I know as a fact is in the city of Houston, 140 some languages are spoken. It's when I first heard that, it was unbelievable, really.
Yeah.
I mean, I speak a different language,
Yeah.
but there are 140 plus languages spoken in this city.
Yeah.
So in that city, the wealth that can bring, what someone, I'm not nobody in this,
Sure.
but someone from Bangladesh, I mean, you ask 1,000 people where Bangladesh is,
Yeah.
regular people, I think it will be difficult to find 10, 15, 20 people who really knows where Bangladesh is.
Right. Yeah.
So that's where I'm from.
Yeah.
And for over 30 years, because it's one God's earth.
Yeah.
So whatever I were allowed to do here, I think that's the future. The Houston would become a city so rich in focusing on kindness, focusing on individual poverty, and eradicating real physical poverty.
Yeah.
Houston can do that.
Yeah.
I really see that that's the future. It could really become an example.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I love that. And I mean, we talk often here too, right? And I know you're a big believer in this as well. It's just like relationships is the currency in this space. And we say that all the time about foster care space, but I think it's bigger than that, right? The things matter, but the people matter so much more.
Yeah.
And it requires the people to step into this space, the hard and the broken parts of our city, and bring and shed light and bring dignity to those families. And I love that you guys are doing that through furniture.
So dignity, you use that. And I really want to focus on that.
Yeah.
Because if you cannot, one of the things we have at the Furniture Bank, every morning we repeat this.
Yeah.
We have a thing about the prayers that, God give me the serenity, serenity prayers. That serenity prayer is a daily practice at the Furniture Bank in the start of the day.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things we continuously focus on, if you cannot respect someone who is coming for getting furniture, you don't need to work here.
Right.
Very clear.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with you. If you cannot respect that fact, don't work here.
Yep. Yeah. No, I love that.
Bottom line, I think if we can keep the issue of dignity, human dignity at the top of everything, that would present a future to us that we deserve.
Yeah. Well, that's
really
good.
I mean, to be honest, if I honestly say what I feel about the future of the city, is depends on what I'm putting in today.
Yeah.
If I put in garbage, I cannot plant a mango tree and ask for apples.
Yeah.
So if you want apple, plant an apple tree.
Yeah. No, I love that. It's so good. Talk to me. We're kind of coming up at the end here, but I don't know if you have, and it could be a story or two, but like a story that sticks out to you, whether it's a family or something that's happened at the Furniture Bank that you're like, this is a story we're celebrating or highlighting, or things like that. It just kind of sticks out to you.
So, I mean, what came to me is something that happened after Harvey.
Okay.
From Tacoma, Washington, a family took an initiative to do a furniture drive, and a truckload of furniture.
In Washington.
Tacoma, Washington.
Okay.
She did for that family, her daughter, son, husband, and brothers, whoever else there was, organized furniture drive in Tacoma, Washington, and drove that truck to Houston Furniture Bank to deliver furniture.
Yeah.
That's the kind of kindness.
Yeah.
I can give you a lot more examples like this. That came first to me. And then everyday things like that, that lady, I always think about her. I told her story. When she told me about keeping her children in those boxes to keep them from rodents, I said, no, this is unacceptable.
Yeah.
That is what really pushed me over the edge about this.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would have gone into making some money, maybe.
Yeah, no, I love it. Well, the work that you're doing there is incredibly important, and we're super grateful for the ways that our two organizations overlap. But I think more than that, really grateful for the way that your organization is overlapping with many other organizations in our city. And I think it is the essence of collaboration in our city. It is, I've said this often, but it's collaboration is easy to say. It's much harder to actually do. And you guys do that really, really well. And we're grateful to work alongside you. But tell me last thing here, and then we got kind of some last like 5 kind of maybe more fun questions here. But what's next for the Furniture Bank? What is the kind of on the horizon? What are you guys working on right now? And how can people connect to your work?
Okay, so a few things are happening. We're building some partnership with organizations like Amazon, and things like that. Those are one exciting thing happening. We are really working on a repair program. Furniture repair could become a huge resource. Not only, but taking out, if you think about the amount of mattresses that goes into the landfills, if you think about the amount of furniture that goes into the landfills, and a lot of those, we cannot do anything because we don't have any repair program. So we are trying to find some resources for that.
Yeah, that's great. How can people connect to the Furniture Bank website, things like that?
So thefurniturebank.org or houstonfurniturebank.org. Either one would work.
Yeah, no, that's great.
And then No Kids on the Floor is the campaign that we are really seriously taking on. And another thing that we're doing is working with, we are just starting some partnership with KIPP Academy and Teach for America. And our goal is to get on with one school at a time. So if we can target one school, and like right now we're working with one school that we want to, there are over 100 kids that needs beds, mattresses.
Yeah.
We are focusing on that. So we're thinking that if we can pick on schools and one school at a time, that would be the quickest way to get to what we talk about, No Kids on the Floor.
Yeah, no, I love that. So good. Well, I got just a couple more questions, kind of last 5 questions that we do with every guest on the podcast. So I got to know, what does Oli do for fun? When you're not at the Furniture Bank running around, what do you do for fun?
I love gardening.
Gardening?
Yeah.
Okay.
When that small plant grows up and gives you that vegetable, and
great.
I love that. And then I listen to music. I love traditional Bangla music.
Okay, I love that. Yeah. Second question: what's something on your bucket list that you haven't done yet that you've always wanted to do?
Oh man, I want to travel.
Travel?
But I want to travel with some purpose.
Yeah.
Not purposeless.
Yeah, I get you. I love that. Okay, third question is, what's a local Houston spot that everybody should visit at least once, except for the Furniture Bank?
Well, Houston has really lots of really very unknown but interesting places.
Yeah.
This is one question I couldn't. I sometimes I think downtown Houston has some secrets that nobody knows really.
Yeah.
So finding those secrets about downtown would be one great thing if you come to Houston.
Yeah, find those little secrets.
Downtown looks like a dead place.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you came from New York.
Yeah.
But in Houston downtown, there are some places.
Gems.
That can knock off the New York guys.
Yeah. That's funny. No, that's good. What was your first ever job that you had?
When I made money,
let's say the one that you made money for. Yeah.
The first one that that's long time ago. I was first time I made some money was when I was a private tutor for a small kid that I was teaching, and their parents used to give me money.
Yeah.
That was as a high school kid.
Yeah.
But then I worked for the World Bank.
Okay.
Was after my graduation from college.
Okay.
My first thing was working
Bank.
For a project to the World Bank.
Yeah. Okay. Last question I have for you is, if your younger self could see you now, what do you think they'd say?
Oh my God. I saw that question and I really didn't know what to say because there are so many things that is not done that I would have done if I knew how to better use my time.
Yeah.
So I have. So the question is what my younger self would do.
Yeah.
My younger self would use my time a little more efficiently.
Yeah, that's good. What's something that you're really proud of right now that you guys are doing there?
When someone like you, I know you. And I meet other people, when they talk about the Furniture Bank, that makes me proud. Really, if I think about what makes me about what I have done, what I have invested, I've done other things a little bit, but when I think about people that has visited the Furniture Bank, not that I told them the story and this.
Sure. Yeah,
they have interacted with the Furniture Bank.
Mm-hmm.
But when they talk about the Furniture Bank and the way they say it, that makes me proud.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for being on the podcast,
Sure.
Oli. Obviously, you're a really good friend, good friend to the organization, and we're proud of the Furniture Bank. All that you do in the city and all that you do for kids and families, all across our city, in the foster care system, out of the foster care system. And so, thanks for being on the podcast today.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
To those listening, we hope these conversations have inspired you to find your place along the river. And we welcome you to join us in bringing hope and renewal to the city of Houston. If you'd like more information on how to get involved, please visit riversideproject.org and submit a contact form. We'll see you next time.